Dear friends, welcome to another video of Fathoming Mind. In today's video, we are going to discuss about whether we are too much identified with our job or not. So it is happening. Most of the people, they are getting too much identified with their job or skill or what they are doing every day. So we cannot blame anybody. It is because of conditioning. It happens. So everyone has to do some kind of work to survive in their family and or their lives also. So what happens is that if one is a policeman, he is identifying very much with his police task. If a person is a teacher, identifies very much with teaching task. If a person is a driver, identifying with his task very much, and he or she finds that his task is the greatest task, and thinks this kind of understanding comes into their mind consciously or unconsciously. Only it happens. It is not deliberately a person is doing, because a person, whatever the person is continuously doing, it is influencing his short term memory, and it goes as the form of learning into his own hippocampus, or the area of brain where the learning takes place. And that learning, the everyday learning, he is applying it in the everyday life. So everything is a mechanized. So everything is mechanized. We study things and we apply those things. So if we are taking the example of the IT field or some other field, they already have some system of working, how to function in their everyday life. Okay, it is already fit in the brain, and they just act out. So not only IT field or that driving field or teaching field or doctor field or whatever field we take, this system is happening. This system is influencing us. And how can we know whether we are too much identified with our task? It is by knowing, if we are not doing our work for 2 or 3 days, do we feel a kind of changes in our mind? That means we become aggressive, or without that job I can't you become restless, neurotic. So these symptoms show that we have already too much identified with our job. So how can we reduce this identification, too much identification with our job, and do it relaxed? So that is what we are going to discuss. So in order to avoid this identification, with too much identification with our job, is to give importance for our personal interest, like reading or what praying or playing. So extracurricular activities which are also siding with our job, that also should be given preference and importance in our everyday life. As we are giving importance to our profession itself, in the same way equal importance should be given to our personal interests also. So that can be cultivated every day in our life, and it avoids the boredom of doing the things continuously or mechanically, functioning as a professional. And it helps us to get rid of that circle and have a peaceful existence within ourselves, and be ourselves, or be with oneself. So these kind of personal passions help us to be with oneself, maybe rearing the fish, cooking, or whatever it is. So these passions, by practicing this passion also with our profession, help us to avoid all this aggression or neurotic tendencies when we are avoided from our daily professional duties. So let us also try to cultivate our personal passions along with our profession, which will help us to improve our personal as well as professional life. Thank you, dear friends.